What's up, gang? Coach D. Hey, thanks for all your feedback. I'm stoked that you guys are digging the free workouts, and it's helping you for all of us who, well, I can't go to work for 2 weeks, and maybe you can't. Maybe you're stuck at home. So hopefully this is a little out for you for this little series. Kind of reminds me of one of my old favorite shows back in the day, because remember, I'm old, and that was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be my trainer? Hey, well, yes, I will. I totally will. But I got to change my shoes first, just like he does. Ha ha ha. Cheesy it may be, but it's funny and it's got to make you laugh. Because you know what? In these serious times, why can't we laugh? So anyway, there's my little Mr. Rogers. And yes, I will be your trainer. So let's get rolling. Hopefully from last time, that was the one, the first one that I did. That's on social. These will all be on social, so you can definitely scroll down on Instagram and Facebook to find them. This is number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first part of each of the program for the first one that I did. There were 3 sections, and each time I do one of these, I'm going to use the highlight of the first section. And so this one, the first part of that last program, the 4 squats, push-ups, pull-ups, back lunge, knee drive. That's what we're going to do. And remember, you go back to back to back to back, just like it shows in the arrows. Then you rest for 60 seconds. You do 2 to 4 times. Then you move on to the second part, okay? So pay attention to the tempo. This is a slow tempo. I'm going to make it burn a little bit, okay? We're at a 3:03 tempo for our squats, 10 to 30 reps. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that's 1. So see how slow I'm going, up to 10 to 30 times, okay? I'll do 10. And 5, remember the old, don't forget, rules, kneecaps over your shin, middle of the kneecaps over second toes. We got a flat neutral spine. You don't go into so low that you get the butt wink down at the bottom, okay? So good slow squat. It will burn a little bit. Knees are definitely going as far as they can forward, but you still got weight going back in your heels, okay? This should be a nice strong position. This trying to match this angle, shin angle, back angle, okay? From there, push-ups on your knees, on a bench, or regular, okay? So I'll do regular. 3 seconds up, 3 down. Ooh, it's harder. You cannot lose your form on these no matter what. Doesn't matter if you're here, doesn't matter if you're on your knees, doesn't matter if you're on a bench or a table. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. And like usual, I forgot to count. Strong core on the tippy toes, no crossing feet. A little wider than shoulders in your hands, okay? Pull-ups and or TRX. So I got my TRX over here. Just hanging from a rafter. So whatever system works. Whoa, slippery garage floor. So I'm gonna manage my slippage here. Actually, let's just see. There we go. Okay, good squeezes, 3 seconds. 3, good squeeze. Make sure you're not shrugging on one side. Make sure you don't have pigeon neck. Your top of your crown of your head is reaching diagonally at the same angle as your body up behind you. So the crown of my head is going that direction. So I'm not like this. Slow, good squeeze. Elbows come into the same space, which is about the same as where my push-up elbows went, which is about 45 degrees down from or up from torso or down from top, okay? Last one. Okay, easy. Then we're gonna go single leg knee drive, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. It's a lot harder when you do it slow. We go 10 each side. Not sure what that is. I'm going to say 6. I never count when I'm working with my people, so sorry. That's why I don't have the habit down. I'm gonna switch. Hey, I can feel that here in Colorado it's gonna snow tomorrow. So I had to get out and get on a little road bike action for about 30 miles or so. I am on Strava, so we can follow each other. We can be Strava homies. You just can't be a jerk. We mountain bikers here in Colorado are working our way up to being more liked. I'm sure it's that way in your community. Even though us mountain bikers in Colorado do most of the trail work for everybody. But I digress. Okay, so number 4, that was it. Okay, we did them slow, 303 tempo. I'm gonna rest for 60 seconds. I'm gonna repeat 2 to 4 times. Then I'm gonna go to B. So I'm gonna press pause. No, don't do it. Okay, and now we're to B. How do you like that? That's my pause mechanism. We're high tech around here, dude, I'm telling you. So B, we're gonna do a heavy object deadlift. Okay, I've got a 50-pound dumbbell, but Connor comes out here. Hey man, what stops you using your rock in your grass? You just pick one accordingly, right? So for now, to keep it simple, 8 to 12 times 303. All right, so we're down low, butt's low, back flat, head is going that direction, and I'm up, 2, 3, squeeze the glutes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Trust me, doing a 303, you will count super fast. It's actually hard to count 3 seconds up and down. So that's why I'm saying it, because it's really easy to do a 202, but going slow like this. Okay, don't forget your hip extension. That move is what lifts your upper body and the heavy object. Me squeezing my glutes, still maintaining good posture. Okay, from there, we're gonna do a band press. Trying to do things with as limited exercise equipment as possible, but most of you probably have bands at home. Band press. So we can mix it up. We can go square stance. Ooh, this is hard, my hard band. 3 seconds. Square stance or staggered stance, opposite leg forward. And remember, with bands, the only disadvantage with bands is they get hardest at max tension. Okay, so make sure you choose a band that's correct and is appropriate for your level. So here, we'll switch again about 4 like I did last time. Don't forget, we're always working on that spinal erection, in that my tailbone and my crown of my head is going away from each other. They're not crunched down in poor posture. They're working away from each other. Stagger stance. By the way, when you do use a band, please make sure that the thing that you're attaching it to is very sturdy and reliable. Perfect. Okay, from there, oh, my Whoop band fell off. By the way, if you're not using a Whoop, these things are pretty cool. If you want more info, send me an email. Bent over L's to arm extensions. So this one you can probably not have to use any weight whatsoever. And that's going to be something along these lines. Okay, so L or out, either way. If you have troubles going up here, you can always go here. Or you can do both. I don't care. We're good. Okay, so again, L's to out into arm extension. Arm extensions. And when I'm back here, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades hard Squeezing them hard. Almost feel like they're gonna cramp. Good neutral posture position. Still working on my spinal extension. Okay, on that one, we're looking anywhere from 8 to 15 or so. Okay, and it says each on there, so if you're going into eyes or kind of a straight out T, that can be 8 to 15 each of one of those either, so it doesn't matter. Last one is sliders, or if you're on your wood floor at home, you can use your socks. This might get a little noisy here, but so just like such, I got my abs holding my body up, and my abs are holding and kind of helping my legs work as a piston. Okay, this will be interval-like. This will be interval-like. You will be breathing after this one. Okay, so I've got on there 30 total up to 100 total. Okay, so I probably busted out 30 just showing you there. But you will be breathing, which is good. So we get a little interval in here, okay? So that's set number 2 or group number 2. So now we rest for 90 seconds, repeat 2 to 4 times, and pause. And we're back. That's funny. Okay, now last grouping here, green grouping. Side plank, bottom leg forward. So I'm going to take my little mat. I'm going to go on my forearm, elbows under shoulder, and I'm going to go bottom leg forward, okay? And all we're going to do here is a little pulse, 1 inch up and down. My head is in line with my spine. To make it a little harder, we can go elbow, okay? Up and down. Don't get too saggy. Try to be like 2 inches down, 2 inches up. The hard part in this is pushing down with the left, pushing up with my right, okay? And then we switch. Same thing, other side. If you need to, like on this side, I don't feel my oblique very well because I actually have, I got scars from my burst appendix. And so some of that, I really have to touch. I have to touch my oblique to help make it work and stay out of my QL. So I'm still working through that, believe it or not, 10 years later. So that kind of stuff can wreak havoc on your body because you're working within so much fascial complexity going through your abs and into your pelvic basin. Okay, so band, bicep curls. So take a band, step on it. This would be a little easy, but shoot, man, you can go 30 reps on this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, right? So that'd be a little easy. So I grab my harder band, because who doesn't like a good gun show? And we're here. Ooh, that's way harder. 3 seconds. Much, much harder. Of course, it's going to be harder here than it is here. So making sure you're working within the range that you are capable of with the tension of band that you're capable of, okay? So then we go band kickbacks. I'm going to lighten up my band for my kickbacks on this one. Still standing. Now I'm going to hold my band more like this, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to keep my upper arms parallel with my back. So we're not down here. We're not doing a bicep curl and then going up here. I'm just going to hold it parallel with my back, so my upper arms, and we're going to go 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So it's really like a quarter of a pie that we're working within as far as range goes. So keep these shoulder blades squeezed so that your arms and your longer tricep attaches to your scapula. So to have stability in the scapula while doing this definitely helps the triceps work a little better. And those will end up burning pretty quick. Okay, kids, last one. One arm planked on table or bench. And it says max form. So what that means is I'm holding this position, one arm on a table or bench or chair, the tendency is to drop, but you got to stay parallel to the ground surface. Okay, and same with my upper body, is to tend to oppose my lower body. So this is kind of what you might want to do. So try to stay, if you want to go like this, just to imagine being square with your upper chest. That's good. I'm still working on my spinal extension. And then of course we would switch and do the same thing with the same rules. Make sure your surfaces are equal with your feet. Try not to slip here. Okay, if you want to work, you work. You want to work, work, but nothing changes in your spine or anywhere else for that matter. If you want to work, you can work, but try to stay still as much as you can, okay? End of third set, okay? Rest 90 seconds, repeat 2 to 4 times. That is going to be the theme for all these little home workouts, okay? So it's going to be the same. Of course, I still have the cardio workouts for you to mix in. And you can grab these shirts, by the way. I have a certain number, a limited number of them for about 35 bucks plus shipping and handling. So if you want one, send me an email. Questions, speaking of emails, info@enduromtbtraining.com. Please share these with friends of yours who might be struggling, having a hard time with this. So share it also, just so we can help as many people as we can as we get through this time together. And probably going to do a couple of Facebook Lives perhaps for Q&As. So watch the socials, Instagram and Facebook at EnduroMTB Training for notifications for those. All right. Thanks for being stoked on these. I'm stoked to do them for you while we suffer together. And definitely pray for those who have been afflicted. Help your neighbors. Have a smile. It's not the end of the world, people. All right. It's just a little glimpse in our history together. We'll talk to you here in a few days. And I'm super grateful for you guys. So won't you be my trainer? Out.